Hello friends. Well, as you probably noticed, we're in a little bit of a different setup here. It just seems to get really dark out as soon as I get off work and try to record these. So instead, we're gonna be recording these inside for the next couple of months. You know, as much as I love the Midwest and I would love to be outside as well, it just gets really dark out and really cold out in the winter months. So hopefully this is an alright alternative for the time being. Well, with that out of the way, November is almost over, which means winter is almost in full force. And if you're in the US like me, we just had an election. I'll leave it at that, but since we're on the subject of presidents though, there's one particular fishing company that was dramatically influenced by a gift sent to the White House. That company is Zebco, which interestingly enough was originally known as the 0 Hour Bomb Company. Today, we'll take a deeper dive into the fascinating history of Zebco and see how a small idea evolved into one of the most iconic names in fishing history. Also, real quick before we get started, just wanted to clarify I'm in no way sponsored by Zebco. But Zebco, if you're watching, I'm a pretty chill guy. I think I would be pretty brand safe. My DMs are open. But no, this idea was actually suggested by a commenter. So if there's anything you want to learn, leave it in the comments and it might just make it into a video. Anyways, let's get started. In the 1930s, Artie Hull was a watchmaker by trade, but fishing was his passion. He often found himself frustrated by tangled fishing lines, a common issue for anglers using traditional reels. Hull's background in watchmaking gave him a unique perspective. He was meticulous and innovative, and he knew there had to be a better way to fish. One day, after another frustrating experience with his line, Hull came up with the idea of a closed-face reel, a design that would eliminate exposed line and make the process of fishing simpler and more enjoyable. Hull envisioned a reel that would be easy to use, tangle-free, and suitable for both beginners and seasoned anglers alike. The key feature would be a push-button system that would make casting easy without the risk of backlash. He believed this reel could be the solution to many of the frustrations that plagued anglers. Hull's idea was a closed-face spin cast reel, a design that would protect the fishing line inside a sealed casing. This simple innovation would make fishing more approachable, particularly for those new to the sport. In 1947, Hull took his idea to a company that seemed like an unlikely candidate to bring his vision to life: the 0 Hour Bomb Company. The 0 Hour Bomb Company was a manufacturer of time delay devices used for oil drilling operations. They had no history in fishing, but Hull's idea caught their attention. The company was in the process of shifting from wartime productions to civilian goods, and they were interested in diversifying. Hull convinced them that a spin cast reel could be a new, profitable product, and in 1949, they officially produced the first Zebco reel. It allowed anglers to fish with little worry of tangles or backlash, and it was especially user-friendly. This reel was revolutionary at the time, offering a simple, hassle-free way to fish that didn't require the skill and finesse of traditional spinning reels. For many anglers, the Zebco Model 33 became their first reel because of how easy it was to use and quickly gained popularity across the United States. By the mid-1950s, the company had established itself as a leader in the fishing reel industry, but the name 0 Hour Bomb Company didn't seem appropriate for a company focused on leisure products. So in 1956, they rebranded as just Zebco, a name that would soon become synonymous with easy-to-use, reliable fishing gear. Prior to this change though, many of their reels were still stamped with the 0 Hour Bomb Company name on the foot of the reel. Many say this transition came about in part because of an incident that would go down in Zebco lore. You see, a friend of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, who was an avid fisherman, suggested that the company send the president a Model 33 reel. So the reel arrived at the White House, but with a name like 0 Hour Bomb Company on the package, it raised alarms with the White House security. They immediately submerged the package in water and called for the bomb squad. Fortunately though, once the package was opened and the contents identified, Eisenhower was delighted by the gift. This incident certainly contributed to the decision to rebrand, as the name Zebco had a much more peaceful connotation. In the years following the rebranding, Zebco's Model 33 became an essential part of American fishing culture. It was marketed as the reel for everyone, From families enjoying a day on the lake to serious anglers looking for simplicity and ease. By the late 1950s and early 1960s, Zebco was expanding its product line to include additional models and accessories, reinforcing its reputation as a brand that made fishing easy and fun for everyone. The Model 33 remained one of their most successful products, and Zebco began to dominate the spin cast reel market. And soon enough, Zebco's success caught the attention of larger companies. And in 1984, the Brunswick Corporation, a major player in the recreation industry, acquired Zebco. Under Brunswick's ownership, Zebco continued to grow, developing new fishing technologies and expanding its reach. The acquisition also allowed Zebco to leverage Brunswick's marketing power, helping the company continue to grow its customer base. Zebco further diversified its product offerings by releasing the Zebco Saltwater series. These reels were specifically designed for saltwater fishing, incorporating corrosion-resistant materials and larger line capacities to handle the challenges of ocean fishing. This marked an important shift for Zebco, as it expanded beyond its roots in freshwater fishing and into the more demanding saltwater market, opening up new opportunities for the brand. By 2001, Zebco was acquired once again, this time by the W.C. Bradley Company. Under W.C. Bradley's ownership, Zebco continued to build on its legacy of simplicity and ease of use. Building on the success of the original Model 33, the Platinum model offered advanced features like a higher quality drag system, a more durable construction, and a smoother casting experience. Moreover, Zebco introduced spin cast reels with soft touch grips and high-performing ceramic bearings that made casting even more smoother and reduce friction during retrieval. These advancements ensured that Zebco's products could compete in a market where performance was increasingly important, while also still staying true to its roots of user-friendly designs. Today, Zebco remains a major name in the fishing industry. The company's core focus on simplicity and user-friendly designs continue to make it a popular choice for anglers of all skill levels. Whether it's a beginner reeling in their first catch, or an experienced angler using Zebco's advanced models, the brand's history of making fishing accessible to everyone remains unchanged. Well, that's all I have for you today, friends. From a watchmaker's frustration with tangled lines to a bomb scare at the White House, Zebco's history is a testament to how innovation can come from the most unexpected places. Until next time, I'm Matthew, and this has been the history of Zebco on Angler Archives.